So let's hope this stream is less scuffed than the last one I tried to do off of this laptop.
Hard for it not to be, really, considering we're not using my cell phone to record our audio.
I mean, you never know what could go wrong. The audio could just like randomly start cutting out or something. And,
I mean, I suppose it could. This is
problem
messy.
cause everybody some chatting or something. And I don't know.
Pretty sure I got the volume down before we had any echoes.
Shadows of Valentia? What? We're not playing that. I'm kidding. Capturing DS games is a mess. Complete train wreck.
Oh, hey, Wolfie's here.
Plus, we'd be doing that from if we were trying to capture DS stuff, we'd be doing it from the desktop anyway.
And Zed's doing some double dipping today.
Oh man, playing FGO. Not like there's actually any. Oh, is it JP? There might be something happening in JP. It's kind of a dead week in NA at the moment. I know I mentioned this during the anniversary stream, but like I did have a whole thing set up for it. Like the stuff is all still here. Like we were gonna go from the pre-stream over to that for a little bit while we just kind of did some talking, and then moving into like that whole setup, and then I was gonna bring up the web, like the browser capture, which that's not configured at the moment. The thing's still there, but there's nothing for it to capture. And then we were gonna like fade in with Scuffy and Pete, and then like expand it out to the full version, and then layer on the name, and then just slot my new thing in there. But that sort of all went to hell when the laptop was like, nah bro, you ain't doing that shit. It also sort of casually canceled the Q&A sort of thing that I'd kind of been planning as well, because we just ran out of time for it after having to take an hour to figure out how to make a stream work under duress. So
I still can't believe that my solution of cell phone audio was able to get us at least through the thing. God, that was messy.
Yeah. Props to Gil for coming up with the idea of using Parsec to like do the stream from here, though. That was useful.
That is true. The stream from hell will at least always be a memorable stream.
Well, let's see. Where is... There it is. Fade back into that. So we've got like a lot to do.
So it would seem.
Hold on, I had to check the Switch controller because I forgot which way around A and B were. Stream still cursor required the use of literal black magic. Yeah, exactly.
How did Pokemon Go just end up opening on my phone? What the fuck? I was nowhere near pressing that button.
DOS 2 was getting its revenge during the anniversary stream is what it was. Yeah, light green-haired Byleth is a crime against humanity.
I kind of like it, although I will admit I do wish they'd gone like the more flame Setith color.
That would have been fine. This is just awful.
Instead of the Rhea color.
Although, but Rhea's hair is even flame Setith colored in her portrait.
Yeah.
Yes, they should have given her red and blue hair. That would have been so much better, but Poxo wasn't, designing characters in this game yet, so... That'll be Toothpaste John
in that other game
Engage.
that's getting added to our ever-growing to playlist.
Yeah, that's just Toothpaste John's thing, Not a big deal, not a big deal. I will say, though, I think the light green... It's less aggressively upsetting to me on male Byleth. Now that I've seen some of him over in Three Hopes. Oh, yeah, update. I've cleared 2 routes of Three Hopes since we last were on stream. Yeah, I've cleared both Azure Gleam and Golden Wildfire at this point, and I'm rapidly approaching the halfway point on Scarlet Blaze.
Meanwhile, I've cleared all 3 routes, although I couldn't for the life of you tell me what happens in Azure Gleam.
She literally just skipped the entire story.
Inu saw me do it when we were on vacation. Anytime a cutscene came up, skip. Anytime dialogue was going on, skip. Because I promised myself I'd be able to react fresh to what happens in that story.
Yeah, Three Hopes is the Warriors version, yes.
When we eventually play Three Hopes on stream, and I know we're going to be doing the Sabers route when we play that on stream. So I was
Obviously.
I have to run it so that I can unlock all the characters in my game, but I don't want to spoil anything for myself. So I'm literally just going to hit the ignore plot button every single time. So anytime I went onto a map and they started talking about like whatever was going on. I also tended to play that route with my audio, with all sound turned off on my Switch. So
gross.
So I wasn't picking up on like the battle chit chat either. I was just focusing on killing things. So I don't even know what happened in like the battle chat on most maps.
I gotta give it to Three Hopes though. Adel Bitch is like totally tolerable over there. In fact, I think she might actually be my favorite of the 3 lords in Three Hopes. Like, not even kidding.
I definitely...
Like, yeah, she's still like, alright, fuck the church and whatever, but she kind of seems to be, like, doing what she's doing. At least the impression I get in that game is that she's doing it for the right reasons, and that she's, actually, like, coming from a good place with it, as opposed to being just a complete bitch like she is over here.
And a guinea pig for those who slither in the dark, which she absolutely is in this game.
And I mean, she is on I'm not gonna say that. There is a aspect of that in Three Hopes, but not in her own route.
You don't see it in Claude's either, I don't really think.
No, she seems to be mostly normal in Claude's route as well. But, over there, I really don't mind her at all. And I like her kit. She plays really well, which is helpful considering that I'm doing her route as Mal Shez, which means that I can't, anytime it's like female only map, I'm like, oh fuck. Well, I guess I'm playing as Edelgard.
So I'm currently in Three Hopes on my second run of Golden Wildfire because I'd messed up the Byleth the first time round, which meant
I don't know what did you do? Just murder her? Because she's super hard to miss on Golden Wildfire.
So here's the thing. I hadn't been paying attention to the I straight up hadn't seen the marker that this battle has consequences. I must have just been like speed mashing A to just try and get to the battle screen faster, which I sometimes do when I'm being impatient. And so I didn't even realize that that was the Recruit Byleth map, because I always do my first playthrough of a game blind. And so when the game told me, kill Byleth, I went and killed Byleth.
But it was an optional objective. He literally it was like, maybe kill Byleth, maybe.
Well, it wasn't really optional for me at the time because I'd spread my units out so far that Byleth was... because at the time you're still on a Protect Claude, you can't actually take Claude with you as one of your units. Which meant that AI was playing Claude like an absolute fucking moron. And so Byleth managed to catch up with my Claude because I didn't have anybody guarding him. And suddenly his health was super low, and I'm like, well, shit, I've got to do something about that, or I'm gonna lose the map. So...
yeah, that's called physic. Problem solved.
You think I have any of my characters equipped with healing magic? That's cute.
Well, I tend to keep the, like, non-controlled characters with it just in case. Because then I can just have them run over to an area, quick swap to them, do a heal, and then quick swap back. Alright, so, anyway. We have the Maymays now. Two of them were in the wrong order because Discord fucked up, so that was cool. I'm like going down and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Sorry, what? 5. Huh? I was just about to like ask Maya about it, then I saw the note below like, yeah, Discord fucked up. Cool. Thanks, Discord. Appreciate it. Okay. Where's the... There's the... So, up first, brought back from insanity just to perish. Lane, what are you doing out so late? Especially when it's so cold out.
Oh, hello, Dimitri. I was not able to comfortably sleep as recent events relating to Sir Roderick's passing have caused my mind to wander back to things I have said to you in the past.
Really? I know I haven't been the most talkative person these last few months, but now that I've uncrazied myself, as the professor keeps saying, I could hear you out if it would help.
You have my thanks. Mostly, I have been thinking about what I had said to you during our previous conversation and how I should apologize for the harsh words I had used.
Previous conversation? Wasn't that 5 years ago? Why bring it up now? I will admit, what you said back then did hurt to hear, almost as if you had punched me in the gut, but if anything, I believe I should be the one to apologize for something I said back then.
You must apologize to me? Whatever for? Is it because of your being a bad influence towards me? Because my father has been saying that rather often as of late, but I cannot understand why he would think that of you.
No, that's not it. Though with how I was acting until recently, I feel Sedith may not have been entirely wrong to say that. Actually, what I must apologize for is that I have lied to you, Flane.
You have lied to me? What is it that you were referring to?
Do you recall when I ate that meal you cooked for me the last time we spoke, and I told you it was delicious? There's something I feel I should tell you about that. Getting out the railgun.
What is it that you wanted to inform me of regarding the taste of my cooking, Dimitri?
It was actually even better than I told you at the time. Right up there with the Dew's cooking.
I am greatly appreciative for your compliment of my cooking abilities. I wish that you had informed me earlier of my food's high quality, but I assume you had simply wanted to avoid giving Dew a hard time by causing me to develop an ego so soon into my lessons.
Yes, that is definitely what I was doing.
If you will excuse me, I must leave so that I may practice with the current dish Dew is teaching to me. Good evening to you, Dimitri.
Right. You go do that, Flane. Ugh, thank God she actually backed down. I know I haven't talked to her a lot since we all met up again a few months ago, but I don't remember Flame ever being so quick to snap like that before. I don't even want to think about what she would have done if she actually knew that the food she made was flavorless to me because of...
I heard what you have just mentioned regarding my cooking, Dimitri.
Shit. Sedith was right after all. Basically, all of Dimitri's sports last session had good material to work with, so you ended up just having to pick one of them to go with, so you ended up with like 3 extra things. Alrighty,
I mean, I appreciate the fact that our Flame, just anytime she gets angry, breaks out her version of the Viscom.
Stuck between a wall and a hard place. So how's the rest of the prep for the Axe tournament going? Just about finished on my end with getting the arena and readying the rental equipment. How about you? Emptied out the sign-up form boxes from all the bulletin boards, so now we just need to alert the competitors and get the names written down for the brackets, and we're good to go. Good to hear. You know, I gotta say, it'll be nice to hold one of these tournaments where we won't have to worry about Byla sending someone from her class to wipe the whole thing. Yeah, I always kind of feel bad for the other participants whenever she does that. Excuse me, sir. I'm here to request a sign-up form for the upcoming tournament. Last-minute entry, huh? Sure, just give me a second to grab one for you. Alright, here you go. Thank you for accommodating me despite my late entry. Yeah, just doing my... Sir? The sign-up form? Shit. I completely forgot that Professor Byleth managed to figure out where Dedue disappeared to. God damn it. I also forgot, so I never put him back on the non-eligible list like we did for that Lysithia kid. Pardon me, was there something wrong with that form, sir? Oh, hell, what are we gonna do now? He's already here, so we can't just let him not compete. Byleth would literally have our heads if we did that. I know, with how much special treatment she gives him, there's no way we'd make it out alive if we did that. Okay, time for plan B. Sorry about the delay. It is no issue. Now the form, if you would... So, about that, Okay, can I just be honest with you for a second? Alright. See, the thing is, we kind of forgot you were back when we were setting up the tournament the other week, and, well, you know how we don't let Lysithia enter the Dark Magic tournament because we don't believe it would be fair to the other members. Now I understand the issue at hand. Right, it was our own mistake, so I'd feel bad for not letting you compete now that you're here, but do you think you could maybe use some training gear instead of the normal equipment we have set up? You know, so the other participants could still have a chance? Suppose I wouldn't mind. I was only entering on a whim, so I have no problem with using lesser equipment to ensure the playing field remains fair for everyone else. Great! Good to see you're still as understanding as you were back in the day. In that case, here's your sign-up form to do. Much appreciated. 25 minutes later. Huh? To do? What are you doing here? I thought you said something about wanting to go watch that Axe tournament today. The tournament has already ended, Professor. Holding the trophy. Huh, weird. I'd have thought it would last at least a couple hours, since those things usually end up running about that long. Did it end up running short because of some kind of... what was that dumb phrase Sedith uses when he cancels something because of a bit of rain? Unforeseen force of nature or something? In a sense, that is not an inaccurate way of putting it. Yes, bring on the trading equipment. The dude's practically a professional in using trading equipment. This is why the monastery needs courses in interior design. Honestly, what is taking her so long? Who am I kidding? Knowing her, she's probably late on purpose to prove a point or some similar nonsense. You certainly took your time getting here, Professor Byleth. Do you have any idea how long I've been... Yeah, I'm late. I really don't care. I still can't believe we actually pay you for this. Look, you may still be the one who signs my paychecks, but that's just because I legally can't do it myself, among other reasons. So just stuff the attitude, Sedith. Very well, then. I take it we can finally begin the meeting now? Yeah, sure. Remind me. What even was the... If you recall, it is about the, let us say, unnecessary damage you decided to cause during your previous mission to Gronder Field. Why the sudden silence? By this point, I'd have thought you would have been bragging about how you... Sedith? I don't think I've heard you sound that serious since... well, ever, actually. It must be something very important on your mind if even you are putting on a serious face. Why is that banner off-center from the rest of the decorations and furniture in this room? What? Is that what has you in such a serious mood? Fix it! Now! Who cares about the banner being off-center? I'll just have someone fix it later. Now can we please get back to the... Professor Byleth, just what in the hell do you think you're doing? Now that I've noticed it, that banner is going to bother the piss out of me until it's taken care of. So one way or another, that thing is coming down. Now either get the fuck out of my way or you're getting sliced down with it. Ugh, fine, I'll go get you a damn stepladder if you're gonna be this obstinate about it. Happy? I'll be happy once that stupid thing is actually hanged correctly. Seriously, who the hell did you hire to decorate this place, and why have you not fired them for doing such a shit job at centering things? Not like I'm the one who gets final say on the new hires around here, so it's your fault, you moron. You say something? I was just insulting you under my breath. Fair enough, but can you at least wait until after you've gotten that stepladder to waste your time on that? Ah, that goddamn banner.
I love that our Byleth is just totally fine with Zenith hating her.
If he still had a kingdom, he'd trade it for a horse. Oh, would you look at that? Can't say I was expecting to see you show up to class again with that whole crazy Edelgard deal you've had going on, Your Highness. Ingrid, please. I already get enough of being called Your Highness, as is... ever since Dedue came back and has insisted on referring to me by it once again instead of using my name. It's at least endearing when he does it, but it still gets tiring after a while. Just Dimitri is fine. Alright then, Dimitri. What actually made you decide to show up to class for once? Why do you sound so sarcastic when you used my name just now? I'm sure it was just your imagination, Dimitri. Right. Anyways, I've recently come to realize some things after certain events have put things into perspective for me, so I've decided that I should try to stop being such a... jackass to everyone and try to reconnect with you all, starting with returning to class. Hey, at least you realized you were being kind of a dick. Most people don't even get that far. Yes, you are certainly right. Now, what have I missed recently in class? Has the professor been teaching anything important that I should catch up on? Not really. Though I guess she has been teaching a bunch of people riding lately for some reason. She has? Why did no one ever tell me? Yeah, though I don't really know for sure why she's been doing that. She seems to change her mind on her reasoning every other week, to be honest. Wait a moment. Is that Your Highness? Your Highness, it's good to see you here in class with us all once again. Hello there. Ingrid just looking annoyed in the background.
Yep. Getting pushed out of the way by Dedue again.
Hello there, Dedue. You seem to be in especially good spirits today. I take it the axe tournament went well for you. Of course. Though it's not like anyone in the monastery thought that it wouldn't. There's actually something else that has been uplifting my mood today. Really? What is it then? I have finally managed to befriend a horse, Your Highness. Just like you always wished that I would. Oh, you... You did. Ingrid's face as well. Indeed, I have. His name is Ironside, and I am sure he will be of great value to us going forward when it comes to quickly repositioning myself around the battlefield. That's just great for you to do. If you don't mind, I think I have somewhere else I need to be right now. Is he okay? Right, how foolish of me to have forgotten. It was actually rather insensitive for me to brag about my acquiring a horse, given what happened to His Highnesses. What? Actually, come to think of it, what ever did happen to Dimitri's horse? He used to brag about that thing all the time back in the day, but I haven't seen it once since we all met up again a few months ago. Well, several years ago... So I just got here and I couldn't help but notice that there was a crying Dimitri running in the opposite direction of the classroom when I was walking over. I think he was muttering something like, "Poor milkshake" under his breath as he walked by. Anyone know what that was about?
Sorry, it's just really fucking amusing to me that Dimitri's horse would be named Milkshake.
Well, what else would it be called? Clearly milkshake.
Continue.
The rise of Flame Caliber the Unwise.
Darn it. It would seem that what they have said is true. They really have moved the fishy oil elsewhere.
Hey, there you are, Flame. I've been looking all over for you. In hindsight, I really should have just followed my gut and checked here first.
Oh, hello, Professor. It is good to see you. Was there something you needed of me?
Well, I don't really need anything from you. It's more like I had something to give you.
You have something to give me? Oh, have you procured more of those tasty fishies from the pond for me?
No, I don't have any fish for you this time.
Oh.
Anyway, do you remember that spell that Annie figured out a while ago? You know, the one where she forms that magic sword to shoot a huge wind light beam thing at people?
I suppose I do, Professor.
Well, I've had an idea in my head about that thing for a while, which is why I ended up making this for you.
A sword handle, Professor?
Well, kind of, but not really. Annie wasn't really able to fully explain how she makes that magic sword, but the info she gave me let me make something that I think could at least mimic the beam attack part pretty well, even if it can only be used a few times a day before it overheats.
It is certainly remarkable that you were able to create such a thing, Professor, but why are you imparting it on me?
It takes a lot of magic precision to use right, so I figured you'd be the only one that could really use it, since aside from you and Annie, the rest of us usually end up going for more of a blast it until it dies approach with our magic, and Annie can already make a magic laser sword herself.
Oh, I thank you for entrusting me with something like this, Professor. It must have been quite an arduous task to craft it. However, I confess that I am rather puzzled. How is it meant to operate?
Don't think about it. It was just nice to have something to work on again after those old info tablets. Thanks again for breaking those, Edelgard. Now, for how it works, that would be easier to explain once you turn it on. There's a small switch on the side you use to activate it, though I'd really recommend against aiming it at your face like you're doing.
Why would that be,
Yeah! And that would be why I said not to point the thing towards your head, Flame.
Oh my. I never would have expected that handle to do something like that. I am deeply appreciative of your warning, Professor.
Lightsaber activation.mp3. No need to thank me. Wouldn't do me much good if you accidentally lobbed your head off with the thing, so a warning was kinda necessary. Still though, it's definitely lucky there wasn't anybody else in here with... you.
Did you? I must apologize. I was unaware that you were also present in the armory as well. Are you unharmed?
Yes, I am unharmed, if not somewhat confused. Though it is certainly fortunate that I no longer had any need for this shield.
So Bio said he spent a while trying to think of what horribly inane name Dimitri would give his old horse. And after a while, his mind went to the time we promised him a milkshake if he didn't die in the sauna.
And finally, we are all familiar with this pain.
Thanks for inviting me for my birthday tea again, Professor. I really appreciate that you didn't have everything set up at the gazebo this time.
Well, can't say I was expecting to set this stuff up in my room again after Marianne finished rebuilding the gazebo, but I figured it was better than having you go into another episode because of the gazebo reminding you of what happened.
Excellent job putting Scuffy in the background.
Yep.
So, is there anything you would like to talk about to pass the time, Professor?
Good question, Annie. Just give me a minute to think on that. JPEG, that's your cue. What do I talk about? Right, give me a moment to find something on here. Sure thing, but don't take too long or the silence is going to get awkward. JPEG, what's taking so long? Sorry, but for some reason the magic connection in your room is just terrible, so it's taking forever for anything to load. Okay, here we go. Looks like you should talk about buffering. JPEG? Hello? You still there? The hell just happened?
Professor, I know it's not really something out of the ordinary for you, but you have been quietly mumbling to yourself for a while now.
Right. Almost forgot you were here, Annie. Seems like JPEG kinda locked up for some reason.
Right, Professor.
Anyway, you would be interested in talking about. Have you been enjoying class lately?
I think I should probably go now, Professor.
Yeah, I can't really blame you.
Cute monks.
Uh-huh. Where'd Annie go?
She was just here a second ago.
Yeah, she left because things got too awkward when someone literally froze up and didn't do their job. You know, for being the one with all the answers, you really suck at actually giving them. Hey, it isn't my fault that the connection in your room is so terrible. If there is anyone to get pissed at here, it's Seth for installing such shitty magic routers around the dorm area. Actually, good point. I should probably yell at him for that later, until he buys better ones. Yeah, Three Houses definitely had a time skip. Yep.
Three Hopes does as well.
True story. It's
Although the
not as
time
long
skip
of
isn't as
one,
long.
yeah. For the sword, people were trying to call me out last time for having written myself into a corner by giving Annie normal Excalibur instead of Flane, since it would have made more sense for Flane. So instead of giving her normal Excalibur, I made it make sense how Flane would have a different caliber instead to prove a point.
That's petty and I love it.
They don't get shared anywhere, Wolfie. Not yet. Once we're done with the series, I'm gonna zip the entire folder and, like, I don't know, drop it in Google Drive or something and let people grab it if they want it, but,
Which I 100% will.
The folder at the moment currently has 219 images in it.
And is how many gigs?
It is kind of refusing to calculate. 1.2. So, you know, there's that. It's pretty close to the mental guesstimate of 200. Yeah. Yeah, 200's, you know, pretty close. I mean, like, not literally everything in there is, you know, necessarily one of the... There's a few things that were, you know, kind of auxiliary like pieces that have been used for various things, like the
The Traumatized Annie, the Go Sabers,
yeah, like that's
the
in
Murderous
there.
Ingrid.
That's in there. That's in there. That's in there. You. Why is your head getting cut off? Is your head supposed to be getting cut off? No. There we go. Let me just fix that so Annie doesn't have her head cut off. Anyhow. On an individual project basis, I believe it's around 190-ish. Yeah, that sounds about right.
You could totally release the comics as a webcomic.
To do that, I would need to actually be able to order all of them. Which is gonna be real fucking tricky at this point.
Yeah.
Insofar as that there are 219 of them. Oh. 219 image files. 197 Maymays. Thank you, Bio. So, you know.
Gotta love our resident fact checker.
It's easy to check the facts when you own the facts.
I mean, yes, but that doesn't change anything.
Well, Wolfie, that's a hard maybe. The problem is, we've had several now that, in the reading, either myself or Bio has noticed a typo that managed to slip its way in. And then 2 hours after stream, Bio sent me an updated version. Which immediately puts that one out of its proper order when you sort them by, like, creation date. That mostly works, except for those ones.
I mean, theoretically, though, with those ones, you just go back to the video for that particular stream and see where it slots, but...
There are 43 of these.
Yeah, I figured we were around that number at this point.
Or Bio just has them all numbered. Which, there's that too. I saw that there is a new Gundam Series Z, but it's not G Gundam, so I don't care. Like, there's exactly one good Gundam. Alright, so...
What mission were... Oh, is this trying to retake Verdiad? Is that what this is?
Probably.
I honestly don't remember what we were doing in the plot the last time we played.
We didn't have any certification stuff to do, right? We didn't have any support.
Like, I'm pretty sure this is the mission where we go kick in the teeth of that Duchess lady.
New Gundam has the same plot as Revolutionary Girl Utena so far, does it? So what you're saying is that it's literally just Star Driver Takano, but like 7 years later. Because that anime was made already. And it was literally made by the people that did Utena in the first place.
Utena is one of those anime that every time I watch it, I'm like, I can't decide if I actually like this anime or not. And I feel guilty about it every time.
Star
Oh,
Driver
wow.
Takudo does have some good fights. True story.
Oh wow, the mission is literally called retaking the capital.
What do you
Or-
suppose that means?
Sorry, reclaiming the capital. Good job, Willow. You remembered what we were doing. Somehow.
Right. So what I'm saying, Zed, is that the new Gundam series is basically just Star Driver Takudo again, except made by Sunrise instead of whoever made Star Driver Takudo.
Ugh, too real, Wolfie. Reclaim the capital. Heck yeah, this is gonna be one massive protest.
Despite their victory at the Battle
Stop
of
the
Ron,
count. Cornelia
the
stole the
Kingdom Army
election.
turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead.
It's a monarchy,
heading
there's
south.
no election.
To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel.
How do you become king?
No
then?
move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
I mean, if we want to get technical in Fargus, it's the Church of Saros tonight appointed a monarch and then their descendants. Basically, just loyalty to the church. I'm not going to fall into the Monty Python trap because I'm
Ferdiad.
tired and I'd misspeak
been a
like one or
lifetime
two
since I was here
words in
last.
the line of dialogue, and then you'd be mad at me. So
Look, strange women hanging out in churches, handing out kingships is no basis for a system of government.
5 years ago, in fact.
mission's called retaking the
The day
capital.
before my
I wonder what that
execution,
means.
when
It means
Badu helped
Dimitri
me
has
escape
to
from prison.
stab a bitch. What else?
I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think this is how I would return to the city of my birth after all that has happened.
So, like, are you actually missing an eye, or are you just, like, wearing an eye patch because you think it makes you look cool?
No, he's wearing an eye patch for the strategic advantage of being able to swap it over to his other eye if he's suddenly in a dark room and have an eye already adjusted to low light vision. Mythbusters proved that one.
Yes. Rodrigue gave his life to show me the way back to this path. You have risked much as well. I am glad to have you at my side.
Rules
From
of
the bottom
nature?
of my
Question
heart,
mark, Wolfie?
I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been
I
cleared.
will admit, though,
We are making
hearing
preparations to
Dimitri's happy
advance.
tone of voice while
Say
he's
the
still
word,
dressed up
and we march.
as a major fucking edgelord is really unnerving.
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well.
Like, the thing I really just don't care for with that armor is the fucking cape.
This battle is for all that the Empire stole
Yeah.
from us.
The
It
cape's
is
a
a
little...
fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed.
The rest of it's fine. I mean, it could probably do without the eye patch
I
too,
give you
but,
but
like,
2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home.
Rules of Nature, by the way, is a song from Metal Gear, you know, Revengeance.
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run
Ben
in
says
your
he actually
family.
lost his eye.
He doesn't need the eye patch. You can just have an empty socket there. Or you could, I don't know, get a glass replacement.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival.
Or, you know, Byleth can reverse time. Maybe she could, like, locally reverse time and fix his eye.
If
That'd
we
be
do nothing,
interesting.
our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please.
No, Cornelia, they're revolting. I know, but they're also rebelling. No, they're just revolting.
Or are you
Can't
saying
stand to
you have
look at
enough
them.
soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace.
Okay, that's a war crime. You can't do that.
Says you when our main character is constantly committing war crimes in canon.
Well, yeah, but we're allowed to. We're the main character. She's a bad guy. She can't do that.
Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
Evil bitch who framed Dimitri for murdering his own dad and then sold out the kingdom to Edelgard. Yeah, true story.
Huh. What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him.
You know, you call him a princeling,
Would've
you're
been
like
much
the
better
same
if
age.
Sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
She doesn't look anywhere near the same age as me. She looks like a, 40-year-old woman who's pretending to be 19.
Maybe. It just the issue I have with her as a character is she could have so much easier of a time.
She
without-
also sounds like she's 40 or 50. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, but honestly, I know a lot of people that sound older than they should.
Oh man, we're allowed 12 units? Ingrid, you get to come! Now, do we bring Cyril or do we bring Marianne?
Marianne has heals, but we're also kind of used to just stapling her to people.
I mean, we're also just used to stapling Cyril to people.
That's true. What class do we have Cyril in right now?
Dragon? Yeah, Wyvern Rider.
So Marianne's the safer option to have on field because she doesn't have a vulnerability to bows. At least not as bad of one as Cyril does. And it gives us an extra healer.
It does do that thing.
And if we give her a Viscum, she's got at least some offensive capability.
I mean, Ingrid is definitely coming. We get to field Ingrid again. Yay! I love when the game lets us bring Ingrid. You know, it's probably Radiant Dawn talking, but like, this is a sad amount of units for this late in the game.
Yeah.
And we're only missing like 3. I mean, at this point in Radiant Dawn, you'd be scrolling down for like an eternity at the bottom of your list.
Oh yeah, because
You've got Ike and Mickey and fucking
and the Lagoos and
well, you've got all of Ike's team, all of Valencia's team, all of Micaiah's team. Like,
depending on how far you are in the later acts, at least one of the Lagoos tribes.
mm-hmm.
Lord, and probably at least one other member of the tribe.
Well, regardless of where you are, you've also got Ranulph, the 2 sisters, the big tiger guy, Volug,
At least one of the herons.
Vika. Like, Kai, I think, was the big tiger guy's name, I think. Something like that. Anyway, Marianne, you're coming. Cyril, okay, we gotta figure out who we're stapling people to. You're not coming yet, you're not coming yet. Cyril.
I think we were stapling him to Dimitri for the time being. Because they still had supports to gain, I think.
That seems unlikely, as he and Cyril do not have a support in the first place.
Interesting.
bit faster to do this.
We could staple him to Ash. They still don't have their A.
They don't. He also doesn't have his... Staple him to Lysithia. They've got quite a few more things to go.
Fair.
Keep the children together.
Ouch.
I mean, it's true, though.
The only person we'd been stapling to Dimitri had been Marianne, but I believe they maxed their support.
Well, also, she's coming with us, so we can't...
Also, she's on the battlefield.
Yeah. Shamir. We should staple you to someone.
We were stapling her to Bernie, weren't we?
Think so? I don't know if she and Bernie actually have a support or not. They don't. Shamir, who do you have supports with? They do.
That could be interesting. Oh, well, we also don't have her A with Byleth yet
We
either.
don't have her A with Byleth, that's true.
So maybe staple Shamir to Byleth till we get the A.
Seems reasonable. And then
Bring Seth along to chaperone his daughter.
stick Set at the flame so he can watch her commit crimes. What's their support level, though? They're not maxed, are
I
they?
don't think so.
Nope. Come along, Sedith. Oh. Alternate thought. We could also, if we wanted, staple Gilbert to Dedu.
I mean, that'd be interesting, but I kind of like the canon of stapling Zedith to Flame better. Another good option to pair with Flame, like Ignatz and Lindhart both have really good supports with Flame as well.
That's weird. I haven't seen Ignatz try to interact with her in Three Hopes at all.
Welcome.
Does anything need repairing? No. The Javelin's not doing super hot. Arid Bar's at like half.
How's Ingrid doing? I feel like most of her relics were fairly low last time she was on the battlefield.
Ash is doing fine on his stuff. The Dew is doing solid. Her Killer Lance is quite good. That spear we stole from Sedith is doing fine. And the Lance of Ruin is up there. It's just Lewin that's like pretty low. Probably make sure these idiots have weapons just so they can like do something, maybe. I definitely feel like we need to do something with Dimitri. To fix his like issues here. Like, for instance, let's get a different javelin. And we have short spears and actual spears as well, but javelin. Yeah, Lance will be fine. Cyril! Cereal. The Raining Axe.
Oh, Chad is reminding me, by the way, that Dimitri and Marianne do still have room to grow on their supports. They're currently at a C, which we thought was funny that Dimitri could actually earn a C with Marianne, because it seems like nobody else can actually have support conversations with Marianne, because all of the rest of the supports with her were supposed to happen during the, you know, free time skip.
No, not hand axe. There we go. There you go, Sedith. Alright, let's actually take a look at this map. Of fucking course. Okay, they don't have anti-magic. That's what I was checking. Wait. That can't be right. Oh, there. That's better. I was gonna say. Oh, look. She's a Grimoire. She has Asclepius. I mean, that tracks.
Also has Luna. That's long range, isn't it?
Nope. Death T is, though.
It also looks like she's not going to be moving. Wait a second. It looks like she's not moving. Is she on a healing tile?
She is, in fact, on a healing tile.
Oh, god damn it.
Aha!
There's a special place in hell for you, apparently.
I mean, that's assuming that she doesn't decide to start moving.
It would, interestingly, make her the only female member of that particular circle of hell.
All the better, considering who else is in there, like Costas.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that lever do? Like a lever back here that does something, but I don't see what. There's not a magic one on that side, and there's no chests on this map.
Gotta do something.
Presumably, right? Need to read stuff. Yo, Dedu, you are going, like, dead center? Because you're just gonna, like, charge straight the fuck up there and draw all the fire from everything. You're on one of those two spaces where a bunch of people died. That's just to do. Go to wherever all the people died. You'll be fine.
And if you're not, we have time travel powers. It's fine. We'll save you.
Keep you there. We'll keep Mercy with that.
Have we marked out the danger spaces for Ingrid? Or no fly
Well,
zones?
we have. It's not worth doing before the map starts.
Well, it might be worth looking to see where the people are, though, because there might be a route. There might be a side that's better for her than another.
I'm not seeing any archers down the right side. I know there's a bunch in the middle, like standing next
And
to.
I saw some on the left, I think.
There's one over there. There's another. It might be better to have Ingrid go up the right-hand side because there doesn't appear to be.
She also has decent res, as I recall.
Well, she's a Peg Knight, so you know, as you do. We definitely need an archer over here to deal with that burb. Head around. I don't want something that's going to be able to tank over there, so we're gonna actually stick Mercy over here. Not allowed to move Dimitri, huh? Yeah, but there's mages over there. I mean, there's mages over here too, but
Zed hasn't played this map yet, but he theorizes it disables traps somewhere on the map.
Well, we'll find out, I suppose.
Zed does caution to check mages for Excalibur just to be safe. On the side Ingrid is going up.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait. Marianne, we need to...
She needs a Viscom.
I don't know that we have a spare one.
I think we do.
Problem. Oh yeah, we do. There you go. Have that. You can safeguard a Viscom for now. That's right, we did get another one in the Academy phase last time.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital! I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
Good for you, Dimitri.
I am prepared.
Oh, to do.
I mean, here's the thing, Zed. Like, objectively, Marianne's relic is excellent for her. However, the simple reality is, much like we never use the Sword of the Creator on Byleth, it's just that outright we can't do much better in terms of a fallback weapon on our spellcasters than the Viscoms.
And also, it's still only range of 1, so she would have to be standing right next to a dude to use it, which is not a place you want Marianne to be.
Especially when you consider that, you know, even by comparison to
Ready
her
when you
magic,
are.
that has a range of at least 2. That said, 3 hopes, it's actually an
Why'd you do
excellent
this for
weapon
all
for
of
her if you have her in Trickster, Dancer, or Mortal Savant.
Yeah, but in 3 Hopes, defense literally doesn't mean anything. Because, you know, you can offset whatever defense problems you might have with just skill.
In fact, the entire reason I'm replaying the Golden Deer route at the moment in 3 Hopes is exclusively to get her weapon for her.
Ah, these things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
Thank you, Captain
More
Obvious.
fighting.
Maybe flipping the switch just makes them weaker.
That was an unlucky double Pappas trigger.
I'd be honored.
I'm your girl.
Said. You give her hers for comedic value since your Sylvain and Felix are sitting on the bench without their relics. Meanwhile, Marianne's on the field and gets hers.
Figure out how to do these sides here.
Leave it to me.
Well, Annette got range +1, right?
Like so.
Flame did too. Maybe not Flame yet, but she has the staff that gives her.
I'll do my best.
Range, I believe.
Alright, path is this, asshole.
Back-to-back crest triggers. Good girl, Marianne.
What does her crest even do?
I don't remember offhand. Crests are always nice to see trigger. I'm looking it up.
Onward.
Mary.
I'm nobody's fool. I keep advancing.
Oh, you have Ragnarok. Wait, no. Or are you attacking people? I'm very confused. What is this guy using to hit? How do you get that far? I don't understand. What's your movement radius? Where is this guy's movement radius even? I can't find it. Move. What? What the hell?
So her crest has a 10% chance to increase the damage dealt by
he's
strong
standing
attacks.
on a thing. I see. I don't understand how this guy is able to hit us. It's entirely to do with that,
At your service.
oof. Good news, I suppose, is that you can't really hurt anybody with that fire orb.
Child's play. had to protect my friends.
Oh, her crest literally just increases damage, does it?
Yep.
I mean, good effect, not gonna lie. Stay out of that radius.
In the name of justice!
Oh, Ash. Bye.
It was the only way.
Let's make this quick. I've got no time for mercy.
Poor Mercy. And also, Cereal gets to level up.
This still isn't good enough.
How confident am I in your ability to not be killed? $11 from there. You're faster, so you won't get doubled. Maybe 2. That guy could hit you for 1. That guy could hit you for 4. That should be fine. Ingrid, head over there. Keep that killer lance on. And then just, go.
For now, I'll revel in my achievement.
Damn good level up for Ingrid. Concerned about you and you as far as where to put to do. Brave Axe only works when you're the aggressor in this game. I do remember that.
Correct. Dimitri should also be at least semi-cautious regarding the mages.
Yeah, that red area is. I'm not
Okay.
moving him
Just
into
wanted
it.
to
Not
make
moving
sure.
him into it either. And
What's my
Violet.
strategy?
I'd have you delete one of the mages outright, or... Aha! Get bonked.
More effective.
Alright. Let's see how wrong this goes. That guy runs up and takes his hammers. Hits for a big chunk of damage. But I knew that was going to happen.
I don't
What was
expect
likely to happen.
forgiveness.
No one else should be able to reach her. You can get up to
Next
25. Where the hell did you get all that extra damage from?
Are they using a horse slayer?
No, it was a Silver Lance Plus.
Too slow.
You suck. I'll get you! About that.
Ineffective.
It's just a fun scene to do on a horse.
You're gonna attempt a fire orb on someone who literally cannot be hurt by your fire orb, which is cute.
Next
Oh,
try.
you have a 4% chance to do 4 damage.
Oh my god. 41% of 57% is
More
like
proof of my loyalty.
Not great.
around a 20 to like a 19 to 22% chance somewhere in that area.
Saw it coming.
Meanwhile, King of Crits Dimitri over here missed both of his crit opportunities. Like a jerk.
So it says, so in case you haven't noticed, which I'm pretty sure you haven't, these mech enemies are different from the ones on the previous maps. These are, there are people in the mechs.
Well, I noticed that they were different, but not so much that other thing that you did.
See, I disagree. I think the mechs Rhea made are cooler. In that the mechs Rhea made are capable of acting on their own, these are being piloted.
Now there's a way forward.
Hey, level 30 for Marianne.
I'm really gaining confidence.
Alright, to do... Question. Can you bonk this thing to death? No, not like that. Raybacks? Well... He's got an extremely good chance of killing. But if he misses, he's almost guaranteed to die. So that's cool. Hey, Bernie. What can you do to not enough? What if I use the inexhaustible? I mean, that'll work.
Might as well.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Alright. Bye.
We love you, Bernie.
A little scratch won't stop me.
I expect no less.
You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
No, we expect you to go out there and crit everything, because that's just what you do, apparently.
Oh. Hey, Dorothea, please kill that man for me. Alright, the mages are no longer a problem.
Will this ever end? All this power just to survive.
Annie, if you would just delete that guy for us, thank you.
I assume your
Can't
next
afford to
move's then
lose.
going to be to move Flame forward to heal Mercy, then Mercy forward to attack some of the other guys.
Maybe. Yep. Heal!
Ha! Thanks.
And she triggered her crest to do extra steel for her.
My age is catching up to me.
You know, for being like the goddess of white magic, she only has like one healing spell. Which is Fortify, I guess, but like...
Technically, Nosferatu is self
It's
heal.
weird that she doesn't get Physic, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Well,
And that goddess a saint.
whatever. Hey, Ash, do you... Oh. Ash, do you... Ash, for fuck's sake, just kill that man.
I must steel myself.
Wolfie, hearing Sedith's voice but seeing Flame was really jarring, just then got worried he'd possessed her body somehow.
These things do occasionally happen. Your chances of actually like, killing any of these individuals actually surprisingly higher than I thought they would be. Weird.
I mean, he is on a horse now, so you could have him kill those guys and then just move up to deal with the big guys.
Yeah, I've got to get used to that.
Because I could tell that's what you were trying to logic out.
Excuse me, sir. Hi.
A threat eliminated. The better to serve his hunter.
Bonus speed, let's go. Free experience. Ingrid. Unnecessary crit.
No damage.
Nope, no unnecessary crit.
My duty is your death.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Ouch. Hello. By the way, I fucking adore Luna. Luna is so ridiculously overpowered in Three Hopes.
Oh, Luna's great.
Especially with Essence of Darkness. Oh my god, it's so busted. Oh. Well, goodbye. And Crest of Gloucester trigger.
I will not die yet.
I'm just sad you couldn't pick up Essence of Darkness on Lysithea.
They wanted the game to have some balance, I guess. Now you get the crit. Where was that when you had a 47% chance last turn, Dimitri?
He doesn't take the easy crits.
Gotta work for those. What is your attack range? Because that's my next concern. Just keeping Mercy out of your range.
Let her lure the mage forward. He's not going to be able to hurt her anyway.
Oh, he doesn't move.
Well, that's dumb.
Besides, he's not going to hurt anybody with that piddly little fire bomb maneuver.
Fair.
So I'm just going to start eliminating other dudes that are up here.
A tragic end.
Alright, Byleth. I want to just eliminate that guy entirely. Flame proc.
I must lead them well.
Weren't the Titaness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
Oh, you have a Viscum too. I bet yours aren't as awesome as ours.
Ah, that must be what the switch is for, huh? Ow. Dude, the fuck? That's gonna be a problem. Don't get hit.
Next
Thank
try.
you.
I'll end this quickly.
He's not banking on that guy being able to do fucking 17 damage to you with Meteor.
Do no less.
Yeah, good double crit though. Appreciate that. S.
And Lance. And I think in
I'm finally
flying.
grasping
Bonus
this.
Lance crit. Let's go. Dude,
And they had a
they had a
20%,
20% crit chance.
on 5 damage on Dedu.
Yeah. What the fuck?
We also need to get those Viscums disabled if we want Dedu to be safe.
You don't fucking say. I hadn't figured that out. Thanks.
I thought I might let you know. I figured it would be the sort of thing you'd overlook.
I mean, we could also just kind of move him out of the range of them at this point. I have a very limited attack range, as it turns out. I don't like that he's, like, glowing.
Yeah, that's not comforting. I like the idea that, you know, she charges up the Viscums and Byleth goes, those just look really inefficient by comparison to ours.
Sorry, but this is war.
Oh!
Well, look at that. A crest trigger. Ash, if you would be so kind.
It was the only way.
You have 8, 6, 7, 8. Oh, what's wrong? Can't attack directly next to you with meteor equipped, jackass. That is unfortunate for you.
You took me lightly.
I mean, actually, the entire problem they had at Grip is that they didn't take you lightly.
Alright, Dimitri.
Zed says glowing means they're about to use an AoE attack.
Oh. I was worried it meant they were about to explode, so, you know, that's better than what I was worried about.
Although, really, what is an explosion if not an AoE attack? I beat you to it, Bio.
Okay. That. Now the question is it better to... Yeah, I thought it might be.
Well done.
Meteor mage. Huh, I thought my comrade would kill you after I meteored you.
Sucks to find out how wrong you were.
More effective.
I was hoping they would have the armored trait. No such luck, I'm afraid. So the Viscum hit us for 15, right?
Something like that?
On up. God's sake. Annie, can you kill that guy? Mercy, can you... No, I know you can't, because we tried that last time. So we need to put 2 people into killing that guy if we want that guy dead. Risking that guy then. Just don't want anybody standing directly next to each other in case there's like a side on AoE or something.
So I don't actually know if anyone in chat will find this amusing, but I've been messaging back and forth with a coworker about our work D&D campaign. Not during stream tonight, but I was messaging him before stream started. His paladin's going to be multi-classing into bard, and out of my own amusement, I decided to Google images of paladin bards, and one of the first ones I stumbled across was a paladin who made the band geek in me very happy because paladin's shield was just a tuba. Or they taped a shield to a tuba. And I was just like, that's kind of amazing. I think I should be able to at least show Inu the image I'm talking about, because I just have to scroll up a bunch in that.
Huh.
I just saw it, I'm like, that is kind of amazing. By the way, D&D with coworkers is a really great way to get to know the weirdest shit about the people you work with. Like,
Does anybody know, can you canto after a gambit?
you want me to Google it?
Well, let's find out.
I'll Google real quick.
I can help too.
Do whatever it takes.
Yes, apparently. You can.
That guy is going to, like, very slowly kill Annie, though. What? Wait, excuse me, what?
So this is my punishment.
What just happened while I was looking at rules for gambits?
So, I gambited that guy,
Right.
and then he decided to attack Dimitri somehow.
How?
I don't know. But I gambited him with the do, and then he decided to attack Dimitri. And I don't understand how he can do that. Yeah, I see that the enemy crit, but it shouldn't have been able to attack Dimitri. It's the whole point of gambiting the things is so they have to attack the person you gambit them with.
Unless that's exclusive to demonic beasts, which these technically aren't.
Wait, I'm sorry. When did we get 12 uses of this per battle?
It's because of our professor rank and the rank on our statues.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you get additional uses from professor rank. You also get additional uses the more statues you level up.
Like, how did you...
In my save, I have an absolutely disgusting number of uses of time rewind.
I don't understand. Like... Did the gambit, should have been forced to attack to do. How did you go after Dimitri? I don't understand.
Would do be able to take it down using a combat art attacking
prepared.
on the broken shield?
Don't know. Like that.
Yes, the gambited hit said.
Yep. The gambit did hit. Like, this is all very confusing. Well, let's... again. 20% of taking 21. And I mean, if it crits, it kills. There's only a 60, only a 2 in 3 chance that it's gonna hit in the first place. And then a 1 in 3 of that 2 in 3 that is gonna hit.
Granted.
Or crit, rather. And I can't, like, I can't afford to move Dimitri up there, apparently. Man, it's rough. Roll it. No crit.
But he also didn't get crit, so could have been worse.
Leave it
And
to
I
me.
guess you're just gonna chill right there, Dimitri, because moving you in is death, apparently.
So now they're likely to target probably Marianne, I would assume.
They can't get to her.
How can they get to Dimitri but not Marianne?
They can't get to Dimitri because I didn't move him into the attack range.
Oh, okay. He do officially needs a heal.
Yep.
I'll do my best.
Marianne's for.
My thanks.
Brought her along for just that reason.
I do this for all of us.
Bernie. Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. I really need you to do something.
I'd be honored.
Ready when you are.
Hey, quick question. 24. Livable.
You're just gonna have her flip the switch?
Yep. And leave it.
That should stop the supply of magic. Now we should be able to land attacks on those things.
These strange devices and weapons. They are the Empire's? Unbelievable.
The way he said that, did that drop the stats on those guys? Not the Viscoms, the...
I think it might have... Well, it didn't take away Pavis and Aegis.
Did it disable any of their other abilities on the bottom left?
I don't think so. I'm honestly not sure what that accomplished.
I mean, theoretically it stopped the Viscoms from doing things.
Well, they haven't, like, gone back into the floor, though. I mean, that's the thing, right?
More fighting.
Dorothea, you have physic, don't you? You do.
I just don't know that they'd go back into the ground.
Thank you.
Like, I think the initial idea was just that, oh, they're here to remind us that, you know, or they were hidden so that you didn't know there was a danger
At
on
your
your
service.
first playthrough of going into that area.
If you're sure.
It's the mech's AoE was the attack it had used. It did probably still target to do, but since it was also in range, it hit Dimitri. But the AoE... The AoE doesn't have a crit chance. And the animation for that doesn't actually include any units. It just shows the thing doing the move, and then like it shows the results on the battle map.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Onward.
Like, whatever happened there, I feel like it was not the way that was supposed to work.
Go get him, Flame.
I cannot lose. Let's make this quick.
Oh hey, the Viscoms are off.
That's what I thought.
Good to know. Hey,
Can she
douchey
deal with
Mc-
regular magic from there?
Only to that spot.
But that would take down an entire bar.
Well, yes, but so would Viscoming him over there. And that would also take out a shield.
Fair. I was just thinking about earning her actual experience and reason.
I'm thinking about dealing with these golems before they become a problem. Because monsters fucking suck, as we have been over
Yeah,
several
but
times.
it would have ultimately ended
What's
the
my
same
strategy?
way with their health bar breaking.
Besides, everybody always whinges about how we don't break the stupid shield thingies, so... God. Please don't miss.
Damn it.
Do we even said please?
Oh, whatever. You just get attacked twice. I mean, that's on you, bud. You made that decision. Dimitri's not allowed to help you.
I mean, good for you, Kingdom Soldier. That shouldn't have been easy.
Well, it wasn't. Okay, and he can survive one more round of that nonsense. Oh, hey, you're down to a lower hit chance and or lower crit chance and damage.
So,
now.
so it did weaken them.
Oh, Marianne. Be a deer and, like, break the shield on that if you would, please. Go.
Sad.
Feel a little stronger.
You know, you should know, you know I'm the only person who cares about breaking the shields. Don't include everybody else in that.
Continue to be the wall we know you to be to do. Hey, Bernie, kill that thing.
Still here.
You know, every time I see that little symbol in the front of the, like, face of those robots, before I realize it's really just a circle, I see a D12.
You're a D12.
It's my duty.
So long, Kingdom Soldier.
This situation is dire.
Bio's response to Zed. Yeah, I genuinely don't give a damn. These break bar enemies have been so thoroughly miserable to deal with. Almost any time they've shown up that I'd prefer them to cease existing faster instead.
Oh, right. I can't counterattack because of the shield break. Death. Another one bites the dust. Oh, far anyway. And heal. And press trigger.
I'm your girl. Yeah!
Alright, Kingdom Soldier, you finally die.
Child's play.
That's enough of you.
They say experience feeds growth.
Good level for Flame. Oh, Scythia. Oh, child. Avice could fuck us if I do that. Whereas there, even if Avice double triggered, she would still go. Well, I say killed, but... Oh, cool. A rusted bow. Violet, delete, please. Hopefully. As long as we don't have
This
ice.
could turn the tides.
Find your range. You have a Braxis. Mind your range.
I would assume, Zed, that these things drop a Garthium. Would be my guess.
Well, we fully broke one earlier. Just roll back the video and check. Like, I did fully break one. You just have Marianne poke Cornelia.
I mean, it is what you do with healing tile units.
I mean, yeah, but we should probably get rid of these, like, archer boys.
Yeah, but she can't do it in one shot anyway, so it's not like she's gonna get kill experience.
Same argument with Cornelia.
Accepting that we've used healing tiles to exclusively to pick on bosses a number of times.
Come at me, archer boys. Sitting right here for you. Besides, let's Bernie get the job. Wait.
A little scratch won't stop me. Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
Archers do have range 3. That's true, and she still couldn't hit that guy with the bow. Besides, if they decide to move, they're then in movement mode, and we can draw them down to us by just moving out of their range. If they decide to move to attack to do, I mean, that's their decision, but it's to our benefit regardless. See ya.
I don't regret this power.
Hey, remember when in Radiant Dawn when, like, elevation mattered?
Yeah, that was nice. And sometimes very frustrating. I will say this. so many times, especially if we ever actually do get around to doing a Radiant Dawn playthrough. Alencia's Gambit is probably one of my favorite maps in any of the Fire Emblem games I've played.
Oh, it's so good. Although I do remember sitting there and watching you let Ileana get killed about 18 times in a row on the exact doing the exact same thing over and over and over again.
Well,
on Alencia's Gambit.
So
and not listening to the person that was sitting there going, yeah, maybe you should try something else. That's not working.
Yeah, except that I just wanted to press and see if I could get RNG to agree with me, because if I could, it would have been better for her experience growth rates overall. Like, I was not above save scumming in that game. In fact, I did a lot of save scumming in that game.
I can't lose!
Bye!
It was the only way.
But more to my point about why I loved Alencia's Gambit as a map, like, there were so many elevations to play with, there were so many, like, really decent choke points, but there were also some really good mechanics regarding, like, where both, where enemy reinforcements came into play, where, you know, like, what types of weapons were located where. You had to think about things in the Alencia's Gambit map.
Beat the commander.
But there's still so much more experience on the map.
There is, but like, the question is how much of it can I be bothered to go after?
I mean, this is a good map to do it on, though, because we're allowed to bring 12 units, so it's an opportunity to level units we don't usually get the chance to. In actual combat, anyway.
Everybody's been leveling up on this one. Oh. He's not actually managed to hit anything. Interesting.
But I mean, at least the current era agrees with your assessment of save scumming. What is Mila's turn wheel, if not legal save scumming? I mean...
Mila who?
But yeah, I have very, very fond memories of the Alencia's Gambit map.
Violet can just hit her for 34 regardless of her, like, whatever. Beautiful.
Mila's from Shadows of Valentia. She's the goddess Celica worship.
I mean, I would just point out that Shadows of Valentia is a game that came out 20-odd years ago, technically, because it was just Gaiden. So, you know. Hey, where you guys going? That guy gonna go beat up Cornelia?
I think the idea is they're moving in to protect her.
Aw, how cute.
Pathetic. Huh. Weak.
Guide might even have been 30 years ago now. Yep. 30 years, 1992. Also.
All that did is serve to remind me how painfully close to 30 I am.
Yeah, before too long, you'll be old.
Already old.
Oh, hey, training eggs. Big, dumb, and ugly over there wants to, wander away. I will happily send Ingrid in to go assassinate that mage.
My birthday's on a Friday in 2023. Which coincidentally also means our mother's birthday's on a Friday.
Dorothea. Ooh, not quite. Unfortunate. You can, however, delete that archer.
Winning is what matters.
Winning's definitely what matters to this playthrough's party. Like, in a normal playthrough, I would argue with Dorothea that, morality should be what matters. And, you don't want to win no matter what the cost. But with our Violet, yeah, winning's what matters.
Running away, eh? Bye.
Bio. Unfortunately for Cornelia, both her secret weapons were the two things that Violet knows best: overly advanced machines for the setting and railguns.
Yeah. Bad news for her. Fortify! Apparently somebody's missing health somewhere. Oh. Mercy.
Aw, Sedith almost got a level.
Aw. Close only counts in horseshoes, Sedith. You cheeky fuck. Now then, about that tinnitus up there.
I must lead them well.
You know, this map, like laid out this way with all of the same enemies actually being like generals, would have been a really, really fun map at Three Hopes.
Oh, yeah.
Here, fight all these fucking generals standing like right next to each other, and also these 4 fucking like, you know, monsters right next to each other, and then Cornelia. That would have been fucking excellent. I love fighting these stupid monsters in Three Hopes. There's so much fun over there. Here they're just eternal suffering, but like there...
Here's the problem though. Like, in Three Hopes...
Oh, look! He thinks he can hurt us.
In Three Hopes, they're really, really trivial though, because... At least when it comes to the demonic beasts, most of them... One, have a shield to break for divine energy, and 2, are extra vulnerable to Seraphim, which Lysithea gets, and then just nukes them into the ground in one shot. Like, she takes out their entire health bar.
Where are these things going?
I think they're just trying to go down to Cornelia?
This one, if that was true, this one should be down here, not over here. This is just running away.
I mean, it would make sense if they're terrified of our child.
There are several things they should be terrified of, and our child is probably the least among them, actually. Hey, Marianne, do me a favor and start working on that thing's armor for us, please. Hey, crit!
Had to be done.
Dedu was upset that man was punching his horse.
Yeah, right?
The better
Strength and
to serve
defense!
his
Yeah! And health! The only 3 stats that matter!
Yep.
Hello, I'm Dedu. My personal, you know, motto is health, attack, defense. Hello, random mage. How are you? Would you like to meet my killer Lance? No? Too bad. You're getting it anyway. Oh,
What? I thought they couldn't deal damage. The 6 looked like a 0.
The 6 also looked like a 0 to me.
I mean, she'll heal it off because she's got the prayer ring, so it's not an issue, but...
Also, she's going to be standing on a healing tile?
But I just assumed that mage couldn't hurt her, and then I saw her take damage. I'm like, what?
No, me too. I was also... You weren't the only one. I was also confused by that. I was like, wait, what? Excuse me?
What do you mean you can hit her?
Excuse me? Where did that damage come from exactly? I disagree. I disagree with the damage.
Oh, no, Wolfie, we're still fighting the democratically elected queen.
Come on, crush trigger. Nope. Never when we actually need it.
She's gotten it when we needed it once. Exactly once.
Your health bar's gonna drain either way, so I might as well go for some damage on your shield there. Ash, buddy. Go for the crit, you can kill. No? Not interested? Gave you the opportunity. Oh, damn, you got a Wodow. Give me that. I want that. It's like a better killing edge.
What's next?
Not that we have anybody that actually uses swords, but...
I mean, we have many units that use swords, just
No, we
none that
don't.
use normal swords.
Nobody here is wielding a sword. There's several people with railguns, but nobody has a sword. Bye.
I've got no time for mercy.
What did Mercy do to upset you, Lysithea? Like, I really, I do question.
I had to protect my friends.
No, when she got it earlier today, we didn't actually need it. Like, it didn't help, really. I mean, it was a couple of extra damage, but it wasn't the difference between killing and not killing. Oh, Flane!
Get Daddy Dearest to level up, would you?
Aha!
Had I
Not
room
bad.
to grow?
Oh, but that's Seta.
I mean, still not bad. It's just, you know, not really relevant. Oh yeah, Byleth, you haven't gone yet. And unnecessary climb the
Overkill.
crest of flames, Brock.
Another
Overkill
victory.
Byleth.
Strength
Really
is
good
all
level
for
up, though.
mercenary.
I mean... Oh, but that's
Violet
also
does
Shamir.
use a sword, but only to threaten people within general conversations outside of combat situations. Alright, and by the time it comes back to our turn, it'll be just Cornelia. Because this idiot's gonna go impale themselves on Lysithea.
That's right, Lysithea has Aegis.
You lost that one.
Gonna level up her cereal.
Seems I've improved again.
That's a rather underwhelming level up for his usual standards.
I feel like Violet's model hair is much worse than the icon of her. It's a lot dirtier on the model. Huh, maybe. Violet, you can't do that. If you blow them up that hard, there won't be anything left of the mecha to poke through after everyone is dead. Alright. Hey, Cornelia. You're it. You're the only enemy left. Which means it's time to bully you relentlessly.
We've still got 45 minutes left of stream.
My, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you. Don't think so.
Oh, hey, that's right. You hit 30, and you had already mastered your class. You can become a Grimoire now, Marianne.
Probably.
Just out of curiosity. Yeah, nope.
Yeah, she can almost take him out in one shot without the crit.
Big fucking nope.
And she has a 20% chance of crit. Ingrid could probably take a swing at her.
Training sword. Alright, Ingrid, time to learn how to use a sword. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, nope.
You could kill her, though.
You could.
That might be the way to end the map.
That might be the way to the poetic justice and all that.
I think he needs Ardbar to do it, though.
Just out of curiosity. Yeah, that would do it.
I mean...
He could just straight up one-shot her with Atrocity.
That's not surprising.
Like, the most busted combat art in the game. Alright, Bernie. Take your pot shot. Dorothea, you want to get in on this? Being sword. She got Axe Breaker, which is interesting. Ash, would you like to double her for nothing?
I don't think so.
You want to get a critical 0?
I love critical zeros.
You see it all the time on enemies in Radiant Dawn when they try to go after Harikins, and you're just like, how though?
Critical. Oh, well, that could be... Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's fine.
There is a very minute chance that that might be an issue. Maybe. Oh, Cynthia, can you Viscum her from here? Probably not, right? Oh shit, you can.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like, Cynthia's magic stat is so dumb. So dumb. Well, that's unfortunate. Because the answer to that is a solid no. Dimitri has to kill her.
Yep. Which means Lysithea gets to do nothing for the rest of the map. Except maybe wander around and collect shinies.
Speaking of wandering around and collecting shinies. Is it? Oh yeah. Okay. Free experience.
Sweet of you.
Bane. Slightly detrimental rescue.
So plain.
Now I have a suspicion that Violet...
Can't kill.
That's not true. She has a 3% chance.
And if the Crest of Flames triggers, it reduces res.
Not always. That's a rarer occurrence than the healing.
That's fair, but it would inevitably lead to a death. And we did say we want to make sure Dimitri gets this kill.
You don't have any 3-range magic, do you, Violet? No. Damn.
No, but if we put her within 2 of the boss on her next turn...
I was gonna say, we cannot do that at the moment.
She could at least shoot off fire, because I'm pretty sure with fire and or Nosferatu, she's not going to be able to hit hard enough to actually kill.
Damn, look at you getting all of your health back.
At least when she's at max HP.
Marianne!
Don't think so.
Lysithea needs to be next to someone to warp them, it said.
That's true. Ow, jeez. Alright. Well, that's a big noperino on a...
I didn't see what the damage was.
28 with like a 9% chance of crit.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
That's a big old pile of nope right there.
Yeah, and when you can do that kind of damage to a Ignite.
Want to get a critical 0, Bernie? No? No crit 0? Okay. Thought I'd ask. Alright, just if it is.
I mean, the use of Meteor would help level her reason.
Yeah, but that got her an actual level.
I'm growing.
Like a pretty good one, too.
Cost.
Come on, Ash, get that crit 0. Nope.
Don't think so.
He's like, I refuse to crit when it means nothing.
Making...
I'm coming. I'll get there before she dies, probably. That is certainly an assumption in that. Certainly an assumption. Aha! Hello. Come to bully you with actual dark magic.
Dark Mage versus Dark Mage. Except Lysithea's range is better than yours, which by default makes her better.
Oh.
Thanks so much.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
And what is that bow?
Why do you have a Tathlum bow on you?
I think the
Why do
answer-
you have Mercy's fucking Saint Relic bow? Or... what? I mean, not Saint Relic, but like, it's the color of the Saint Relics. Excuse me!
Plane.
Lane! Lane, I need you to delete that man. Thanks for showing up and giving me a free bow. What the fuck? Why? Why did that happen?
See, now I think we just... See, now I think we just need to stall this map for as long as humanly possible to see if anybody else shows up with relics.
What the actual fuck was that? I'm sorry. What happened? Okay, hey, out of curiosity. Oh, Jesus, that's not good. Okay, we're not leaving Byleth at attack range of Cornelia, as it turns out. That's a bad idea. Well, time to... What? What the actual fuck? Oh, jeez. That was just... Why? Like, was it because she got to low health? Was it because we hit a turn count? Like, what triggered that man to appear?
I don't know, but I think we need to stall at least a few more rounds to see if anybody else shows up.
Because, like, the thing is, right, that if it was getting her to low health, we would have missed that entirely if we just one-shot her with Dimitri. So once again, the game rewards us for making an enemy suffer before we kill them.
Yup. Also, I'm looking forward to what Bio does with that in next week's games.
What? It's just... I have arrived! Oh god, I've died.
Like, I imagine the narrative behind that guy and why he's a yellow unit is, like, he's taking advantage of the chaos in the city to try and, you know, rob the Church of Precious Relics, but, like... also, Wolfie's looked it up. Apparently, fun fact, the bow can only be obtained in this mission.
Well, we certainly obtained it. Critical 0, let's go! Boop!
So.
Critical nothing! Good boy, Ash, hitting those crits. I'm gonna get there, I swear!
Don't think so.
Take that hard 0 right there. Hello! Have some mission triangle. Miasma triangle. Which is clearly Delta, but you know, whatever. I don't think these are all, like... They might all be Greek, you know, symbols. I'm not 100% sure. I know quite a lot of the Greek alphabet, but not all of it.
Wolfie says it's also only one thief sniper that appears.
Oh. Also, Mercy can just eviscerate this woman as well, apparently.
It makes sense that Lysithea and Mercy are the ones that can, you know, efficiently deal with this woman. They don't get to.
No. Rescue! God damn it, Flane! I was almost there. Yeah, you just sit there and don't do anything stupid, Violet. Apparently that bow is only available on hard or maddening.
Huh.
And the trigger was killing the tinnitus, like the west tinnitus,
and the warlock,
and then entering the 3x3 square that the northern grappler was centered on. So like probably this area up here somewhere. Or, no, I guess it must have been over here, probably. Because it only happened after Lysithea, like, bopped her. There was something about moving into this area. Well, at least that means we don't have to, like, sit here and, you know, stall out forever if we don't feel like it.
I don't know, I think we might as well just finish off the stream here. Like, we're at 9:33. If we grind for... Because it takes us about 5 minutes to do a round.
Let's see. That is a good question. Is the bow any good? 13 might, 80 hit, 10 crit, 2 range, weight 11. Sacred weapon, crest of Lamine.
Restores HP, which means it's better on Ash than Bernie.
Is increased with the crest. I mean, it's alright.
But the silvers don't hurt you for using them on people that don't have a crest.
Right.
So...
Yeah, don't think so.
Aw, poor thing didn't fully recover this time.
She didn't last time either.
Bio says HP percent return for someone without a crest is 12%, same as the effect on Dedu from the shield.
Good to know. Ooh. Should have been more careful there.
What happened?
Dorothea had a 3% chance of crit. She could have accidentally stolen that kill. Mercy is actually close to attack now. Yoink! I mean, we could definitely level Flane off of this nonsense.
I can just imagine what Seteth's thinking about Flane's reckless use of magic here. Like, why are you using rescue so much? Magic practice? Not that it's really the most relevant thing in the world, but how come she gets healed twice at the beginning of each turn?
Because she's got a Saint Relic.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, the Staff of... Well, it's not a Saint Relic, but it's... Again, it's the coloration.
Yeah.
The Staff of Asclepius gives healing per turn. Well,
I figured that's what it had to be, but never hurts to ask. Shame we don't get it from killing her.
yeah, I know. You get it in 3 hopes after you clear the game and buy it out of the...
Yeah, I was about to
renowned
say,
shop.
you don't get it from killing her, though.
Yeah, see, like, hitting her with Dorothea is actually pretty dangerous. Actually, I mean, at this point, unless she double crit, which is theoretically possible.
But highly unlikely.
Yeah, but theoretically possible. So hitting her with Scythia's safe, though. Bop! Not Mercy, though. Oh, Ash is fine. Ash can possibly critical you for 0. Yep, he got another crit 0. Rescue! Level up.
Wait. The professor said I could use rescue as much as I want, as long as I helped at least once during the battle.
That is true. That was the stipulation.
Now, if you don't mind...
I'm going to bed before either of you comes up with another clever idea to get us killed.
No,
or worse, expelled.
She rescues a distant Annie who screams.
So helpful.
Zed does also give you a friendly reminder that Lysithia's crest will increase damage by 5 when it procs.
Oh, yeah. Well, one of her 2 crests, anyways. The
That
other
is
one does
true.
not do that thing. Hey, Flane, out of curiosity, how much can you... 23. Well, I mean, technically it's safe. Sadith leveled up.
Haven't withered
Not a
away
bad
just
level.
yet.
We know you kill if you go. Annie! You can actually do like legitimate damage as well. What do you know?
Oh,
Like,
lovely.
Ash! Show me that sweet crit 0. Yeah, let's go. Marianne! We are going to batter your fucking, like, battalion until they become so desperate that they just ditch you so as to not keep getting hit. Bernie still has not taken up the mantle of crit 0. Work.
No, Bernie only crits when it gets her back to her room faster.
Well, it would get her back to her room faster, theoretically speaking. No Violet, no Dedu, no Dimitri. Bernie! Still no crit 0. Althea! Does a double crit kill here? Yes. Okay. Not doing that. Lysithea! Okay, even if it procs twice, still doesn't die. So that's safe.
And it
did proc once. Level 40!
I aspire to be
More
my
speed!
best.
Oh, no crit 0 that time. She's building support with somebody. I don't know who, but she's building support with someone. Oh yeah, you know what though?
What are you doing?
Moving Dimitri to go stand next to
Yeah, but if we want him to get the
Marianne.
final kill, that's gonna delay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Also, it's probably Dimitri she's building support with.
But he's not in range to hit her. I don't see how that would be possible.
But I think he's the only person she really could be building support
Hey, there's a
with.
crit 0. Alright, she could be killed now. You're not gonna live that? You're not gonna live that. Nope, that will kill if it procs even once. Take the turn off. Have a sandwich or something. Annie, can you safely swing in for... Yes, you... Nope, 1%. Flane, can you safely... Ah, Flane can. Boop! Oh, I know crit 0. Lame.
Oh, you could silence her.
Well, we could try. No, as long as we do the combat art, he can't miss. Combat art's 100% accuracy, so. Still not safe. Might be safe. Nope. I think Flane hits her for exactly as much as she heals. Oh no, I think she's hitting her for one more than she heals. Smack. Let's continue to bully her. Continue to attempt to silence her. Guard. Stop guarding! What good is this spell when it doesn't work? Nope. No, you have a crit chance. You do not. Just smack Cornelia again. Let Ash get his attempt at crit zeros. Silence! Well, that was completely ineffectual.
She still has one more use.
Nope, that was her third one.
Was it?
Yep. Oh, your battalion is being real, real persistent and not dipping. Yeah, Flame is dealing exactly as much damage as Cornelia is dealing every turn. Oh no! Her blue lion met... Excuse me? What do you mean you have a blue lion magic core? Get out of here! The hell did we give you our magic core for? Hey Ash, do you hit for, like, damage now? Nope. I thought that might actually give Ash the ability to deal damage. And now gives Marianne the ability to deal damage.
She'll live.
She will live. Smack. Alright.
If he misses somehow twice, Flame can heal him. Or,
If he misses and doesn't die...
Lysithea can heal. She's right there.
Yeah. Lysithea doesn't have physic.
No, but she's right there, and she's not going to be able to do enough damage to Lysithea to kill Lysithea if she chooses to attack, and Lysithea is standing
been a long
behind
time,
Dimitri.
hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
Oh, shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done.
Oh, so this is as far as I could get. Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
Literally the worst time to start talking shit, yeah.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may, about something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
She really is a bitch.
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
MVP Byleth. Really? I'm kind of surprised it didn't end up being Flane.
Right?
I mean, I'll take it, but...
Morning, Marmar. Welcome back.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom.
I mean, that's true.
She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny.
Also, she just admitted to being at least in part responsible for Dusker.
Spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker.
She just admitted a connection to the incident in Dusker.
Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness, I am certain that would make those of Dusker who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Yeah, it's time for His Highness to become His Majesty.
Yep.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all.
Too bad. We're going.
We're going.
Professor. Right you are, as ever.
Oh, you thought I meant to the coronation. No, I meant to Enbar to go kill Edelgard, but... Alright, if we have to crown you, I guess we'll crown you.
Nah, see, I picture our Violet's approach there being, doesn't matter. I want the crown, therefore you have to have it handed to you so I can steal it from you and have it join my horde.
What is this?
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king? Bloodstained as
Dimitri,
I am?
you don't
Am
seem
I
to
fit be
understand
king?
how the concept of being a king works. They don't get a say in who their king is.
These
You're
are
not
happy
elected.
tears, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you.
You didn't miss anything. You were too busy being very, very emo.
It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities?
Yeah, I kind of just want to go murder Edelgard.
If memory serves, you were much the same at the ball all those years ago. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there. But I could not stay away forever. You have taught me something important, Professor.
Swordsmanship?
That too, of course. But what I'm referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield. I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes, and in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself. But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude.
Dimitri, you may have turned into a crazy murder hobo for a while, but consider the following. Cornelia was a massive bitch. Compared to her, you're basically solid gold to them.
You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you.
So, you ready to come help me kill Edelgard?
Revenge was never something I wished for. It was an obligation I felt I had inherited from those who died. I believed my life belonged to those who lost their own in Duscur. But what I now seek is something else entirely. I can say that with confidence. But I digress. For tonight, after that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions.
I never wanted to get revenge. I was just listening to what the ghosts in my crazy head was telling me to do.
And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once.
Yeah, good luck with that. I gotta go murder Edelgard. We've been over this.
I cannot handle all this work by myself, you know. I will be counting on you, Professor.
Yeah, that's funny story. I'm leaving Ferdiad in the morning because I need to go to Enbar to murder Edelgard.
There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire.
Or, hear me out here, we could just walk into Enbar and murder Edelgard.
If it's ever that simple.
Yes, I am well aware. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation.
Good luck with that, Dimitri. You don't get to this on my own, Professor. That's nice. Good luck finding someone to help with that. No way in hell am I going near any of that paperwork.
Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
Ah, I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express
Also to your
messenger just
Majesty.
arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
Oh no, what does Claude want?
An express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after?
Protection from Edelgard, probably.
I am on my way.
Dimitri, they're trying to
Professor,
take my
please,
bridge. Help.
Fucking Great Bridge of Murden. I hate that goddamn place.
It's kind of weird hearing it be referred to as the Alliance again, though. I got used to it being called the
Leicester
Federation.
Federation, yeah.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea.
Moon.
The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom
It was a
capital
letter of
and
challenge.
plans to
Dimitri might
immediately
not have
begin
wanted
restoring
revenge,
the
but Claude
country
sure
and
as
its
fuck
forces.
does after what we did
But
to
an unexpected
Raphael.
request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the kingdom's forces.
I can't help that I was lied to. I wanted nothing to do with fighting them at all. I didn't even want to go after Claude. I just wanted to go beat up Edelgard and her people, but...
Well, we did have to take down Claude.
But then I was told, no, you have to kill them. I was like, okay, I mean, I guess.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire.
Well, why can't they just get Rafta?
We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords.
Excuse me.
They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeat at Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor.
Oh, man. Not Arundel.
He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel.
What's the matter, Dimitri? Worried?
I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help.
If we turn our back on the Alliance and then Derdru falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in two directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first.
What if we don't march to Enbar? What if Lysithea warps me forward and then I rescue everyone else, and we do that until we get to Enbar without marching?
Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return.
You're making awful big assumptions to Claude there.
We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
I mean, to be fair, Claude is quite good at
When
those.
did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
That devious.
What do you think, Professor?
Fine. If there's Empire troops to murder and we can go beat up Edelgard's uncle, we'll hit her in the fields. We'll kill her uncle.
Yes, I agree. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our
Basically,
backs on them.
Dimitri's going, I want the Bridge of Murden.
We will arrange to head out at once.
Even though you don't need the
Prepare
Bridge of
yourselves,
Murden
everyone.
if you just march on Enbar from Argus.
Flame, we've been over this before. You can't just use rescue to solve every problem you come across.
But I can try.
It's not that devious. I have tons more ideas that could be a lot worse. Like burning all the crops on the warpath to starve them out. Or we could attack their ports and landlock them. Oh, it's somebody's birthday. It's Sylvain's birthday.
Okay, give me a minute.
Tea party.
Tea party. Go.
Alright, what kind of tea do you want, loser?
Bergamot or Saros.
Well, I think I have more bergamot than Saros.
You can talk about cute monks with Sylvain. You cannot talk
I
about
couldn't turn
cats,
down
though.
your invitation.
Yeah, of course you couldn't, because we would punish you severely if you
You've
did.
got excellent taste, Professor. This is great tea.
This is going to be a lot
Thank you
harder
so
to
much.
do the tea party dialogue. I can usually see all of it on my tablet. I have to scroll on my phone.
Wow.
Alright, ready?
As I'll ever be.
Gardening mishaps, capable comrades, and the last battle.
Capable comrades.
I see.
He sees. Monastery rules, plans for the future, things you find romantic.
Things you find romantic.
It's kind of what I assumed, given Sylvain.
Yeah.
Past laughs, the last battle, or...
Past laughs.
Yeah.
Alright,
I was thinking I should do some proper training sometime. Care to join me, Professor?
let's see.
Either sip
nod
tea or
or-
praise.
Oh, wow. Fine, praise it is. Would have preferred to just sip tea, but... Alright, happy birthday. See you next
Thank you
year.
for the treat, Professor.
I'd
like to do
fun
this again
fact,
sometime.
his 4-star gifts, the ones he really loves, are board games and landscape paintings.
Well, he can't have our board games. Those are for us. Maybe if Dorothea wanted a board game, we'd give her a board game. Not Sylvain. Hey, Sylvain, got you some birthday tea. Thanks, Professor. Did you get me a gift? Nope, completely forgot. Oh, well, you could always give me back my lance. Nice try, but no. And no lance for you. Hey, out of curiosity. Marianne. Your black magic isn't nearly high enough, is it? Yeah, nope. Not even close. Well, sucks to be you.
Well, I guess that just means we swap her goals for, stuff.
Oh, Lysithea and Marianne.
Alright, but
That's
it
what
is
that,
time for
yep.
us to call it.
Yep. So, next week we start with the Lysithea Marianne support. And then into the monastery to do monastery stuff before we, I don't know, basically skip the rest of the month more or less. Just pop into the monastery long enough to cook. Just cook everybody, food to make them all,
Moderately happy.
Moderately happy enough for class, and then do class, and then just keep on keeping on.
Pretty much, because unless there's paralogs, we don't really do combat much anymore. Until we start getting our asses handed to us, and then we maybe somewhat care a little bit.
Yeah.
But as long as we're keeping up in level...
we're still doing, advanced drills or whatever every so often to keep our stuff moving in the right direction, because getting Violet that, black magic range +1, or
Would be
white
nice.
magic range +1 wouldn't be too bad. Problems for another week.
Alright, well, I guess we'll catch you guys next week.
Till then.